Are you ready to expand your life and reality? Join us for the next hour with Jamie Bates as she shares life-changing thoughts, techniques, and awarenesses to help you expand your reality.
Hello and welcome. I am Jamie Bates, consciousness facilitator and expander of realities. My mission with my radio show is to create greater awareness of what is possible and to expand you beyond the limitations of this reality. I'm grateful that you're joining me today. And today is May 13th, 2020. And this week, I just really wanted to remind you that you are not alone. You are not alone. Although this world feels really full of division right now, it's really important for us to know that we are not alone. There is so much crazy going on right now. Really, for me, this is kind of the last-ditch effort to really keep us divided. You know, we're moving into this oneness paradigm. We're moving into this energy of 5D. And these next few, we got about a year and 7 months, is going to be intense, you guys. It's going to be, especially through the rest of 2020 as we continue out this digging out this releasing of the core paradigms that we have been functioning in, and we switch to these new. See, these old paradigms that are trying to still control, manipulate, and dominate are still really trying to distract us. And we're seeing that hardcore right now. Isn't it crazy how divided all the people are right this moment? And it's really leaving us feeling very lonely and I would even say very separate from others, because I feel like a majority of us that are listening to this call, we have the bigger picture in mind. We understand that it's much bigger than what's going on with the right and wrong and good and bad, and we understand the bigger picture of what's going on with the virus as a whole. We understand that it's really not even about the virus. It's about these old paradigms of control and domination disintegrating and dissolving, so these new paradigms, these new structures can be created. This was the downtime we required in order to move forward in a reality that works. And what's really interesting is people are getting so caught up in the right and the wrong, in the good and the bad of what is happening underneath, aren't they? Of like, if the virus is real and true or not, or if you should wear a mask or not, or if we should continue with the what's the word I'm looking for? With a downtime or not, with a isolation or not, right? It's like, and it's really interesting because if someone is really opinionated about it, they're going to make sure that they're projecting their opinion of what is right or wrong at you, right? By making you feel right or wrong if you agree or disagree with how they are summarizing what they think is going on right now. And it's really interesting as this is playing out, because I think that there's a lot of people that I think many people have perceived as being awake, who are just right on the front lines fighting tooth and nail of what's going on. And I think truly, if you are an awake and aware being right now, you understand that the fight is futile. Like, there's literally no reason to be fighting right now. All of this is going to shift and change, and it's all going to turn out way better and easier than we ever imagined it ever could be possible. And I can tell you right now that that is the space that I'm holding. And I think many of you that are listening to this radio show right now feel the same exact way. And so today I wanted to let you know that you are not alone. I am here with you, and I too am not interested in fighting about whether this pandemic is real or not, or fighting about if we should wear masks or not, or fighting about if we should be quarantined or not quarantined. I am moving with the flow of life that works for me. And wow, what an amazing world it would be if each and every one of us would stop projecting all of these disgusting, gross points of views at each other and understand that we are headed into a new form and structure. And of course, right before this old form and structure completely dissolves, of course, the system is going to try to throw everything it possibly can at us to enrage us and make us mad, because if they can keep us divided, then they win. Right? They win. If they can keep us divided and they can keep us angry at our friends, I'm really truly surprised at some people's just blatant anger about what's going on right now that I had perceived or that I had seen had claimed as being awakened, how very angry they are at the situation right now. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you're angry about what's going on right now, you have a lot of awakening to still do. Just breathe this in for a moment. And not telling you this from a point of view of being mean or unkind, but understanding that if you are feeling rage and upset about what's happening right now in the world, it's really because you need to dig deeper into your own personal transformation and transform something deeper and underlining, because we are moving into a lighter and freer reality. And yes, I get it right now. They are pinning us against each other, but that is not real and true. It's like if you really just take a moment to really stop and actually look at what they're fighting about and actually ask if that's actually going to materialize or not, you can clearly feel that it's all just distraction. It's really interesting because today, when I sat down, right before I sat down to record this, one of my daughters had asked me for some help with, well, actually, she didn't ask me for some help. She wanted to share something from one of her history lessons with me. And the history lesson was all about Bill Clinton and 9/11. And it was all from this point of view of Al Qaeda coming and attacking, and this terrible terrorist attack that we had. And as an awake and aware being, I am very aware that none of that is true. Right? And I can look at that now and I was reading and I'm like, oh my gosh, like sometimes I even forget how much we used to believe that that was true. How much we used to believe that there was an enemy out there that was separate from us, that was trying to destroy us. And now we understand that, no, it actually was coming from within, from within our system, trying to destroy us and divide us. And that's exactly what's happening right now. How quickly we forget how powerful these forces are around us to make us feel divided and separate from each other. How quickly we forget that they can manipulate and dominate and control us. And then once somebody starts buying into their agenda, they can lock it in further and further and enrage them. Because what happens when you feel rage? Really, rage is because you are aware that whatever you're angry about is not true. Whenever we feel angry or mad about something that we are looking at, it's because we're looking at it from a skewed point of view. We're not looking at it from the truth. Everything, all of that is. Can we just choose to remove all of that from all of the universes? And can we just choose that now? Let's just take all that energy and vaporize it out of there. All you have to say is I choose that now. And vaporize, 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 vaporize. So I just started literally just babbling today, and I didn't even do an expanding or anything. So let's go ahead and get expanded today, since we're still just a few minutes in. Let's just go ahead and take some nice deep breaths, and let's put our barriers down, our barriers down, our barriers down, our barriers down. Yeah, and let's go ahead and expand out. Make yourself as big as the city that you're in. Go all the way out and all the way down and all the way out. Just really getting all the way into our being, right? So we can feel our truth instead of being ping-ponged in this right or wrong or good or bad universe. Really get into the way that our body feels, into the truth for ourselves. So we're just expanding on our beings. And go ahead and make yourself as big as the state that you're in, all the way out and all the way down, and all the way up. Yeah, nice deep breath. Go ahead and expand out as big as the country that you're in, all the way out, and all the way down, and all the way up. Let's just vortex that through. Nice deep breath. Go ahead and expand out as big as the planet that we're all on, as big as planet Earth. Bigger, faster, bigger, faster, bigger, faster, bigger, faster in the universe. Yeah, in the multiverse, multiple universes. Times that by million, times that by million, times that by million, times that by million, all the way out to the space of who you be as the infinite being that you be. And let's just let this vortex for a moment, and let me say, if you are new to listening to my radio show, I have quite a few new listeners now. Please know that the tools that I use are very, very different. I use very specific consciousness tools to expand us into a different place, to be able to look at things differently and to be able to get into our truth, get out of that heavy, hard contraction feeling and get into the space of true possibility that is available for each and every one of us. If you are new to my radio show and this is the first time that you're listening, I do have a ton of resources on YouTube. You can look me up, Jamie Bates. You can subscribe to my channel there. I am always releasing short audios, long audios, videos. Also, I have my Facebook page, which is The Conscious Empath, and I also have my Facebook group, The Conscious Empath, which right now, today, we actually just finished 10 days of a free course that I just did all about programming and really understanding how your programming works and how you are programmed to think certain things a certain way and how you are programmed to auto-respond. You can actually sign up for that program as well if you go to my Facebook page. I think I have the link on there to sign up for that 10-day free program. Or you can even go to my website, Jamie, Jamie-Bates, BATES.com. So with all of that being said, so we are just diving in here to these consciousness tools, really getting into what is real and true here. And the truth is, you are not alone. You are listening to this show right this very moment because we are one. And we understand that the reality of the big picture that is happening here is we are ascending. Okay, and this is the last ditch effort to keep us divided. This whole vaccine debate, all of it is just one more way to divide us and keep us separate. Understanding that every single one of us creates a universe, okay? We all have our own individual universe. And if we just stopped engaging in the right or wrong or good or bad, and we started projecting out exactly what we desired to create, this world would change instantaneously. So one of the things I don't quite understand about people who practice awareness or say they're practicing awareness and then still make other people wrong. Like, no, you're wrong for feeling that way, or no, you're wrong for being that way. It's like, okay, making anybody wrong in any capacity is not coming from awareness in any way, shape, or form. As an aware and awake being, we understand that, each of us has our own journey. Each one of us is doing the best we can with the information that we have. But when we feel ourselves in resistance or reaction of anything, it is a key indicator that that is something that you need to look at, because you still have healing in that area of your life. As an awake and aware being, it's important to understand that, again, we do create our realities, but we are capable and able to shift and change anything. Just saying, if enough of us came together and decided that, you know what, we're going to end this whole battle right this very moment. We're going to hold space that we rise up above this chaos and choose the peace and the ease that is truly available for each of us to have. When we understand that these struggle concepts are dissolving, and this is literally the last ditch effort to keep us in struggle. You are not alone. You do not have to be alone. Please join my Facebook group. Be friends with us. Let's build a community of people who are ready to project out a reality that has ease for every single one of us. There's room for all of us to have everything we ever desired. And as we move forward, as we ascend up into this fifth dimension vibration, we're going to see that we are faster and faster at creating the reality we desire to have. Yeah, let's take a nice deep breath. Let's just vortex this out for a moment. I wanted to remind everyone that right now, although it's intense, it is not the time to give up. I wanted everyone to know that even though it feels like too much, right now is not the time to give up. You know, one of the things that I'm realizing deeper and deeper is the more and more that I ascend, the more and more I don't want to say affected, but the more and more my body is aware of, like the less and less noise I have in between me and others, the less and less programming I have between me and somebody else, the more and more noise I can perceive in my body. And, you know, I've said this before on the show, but, you know, oftentimes our body, like we can be fine. Our soul, our being can be like, you know, we're just moving on out. Like we don't have any issues, but our body, our nervous system, our adrenal glands, they are still connected within this reality, right? And as long as people are fighting as they are right now, for and against and for and against and for and against, our body is still feeling that stress. Our body is still perceiving that information. And that's what I'm probably finding to be the most difficult during this time right now is I feel fine, right? Like I don't feel stressed. My life is easy peasy over here. I'm just, you know, moving with the flow. I am projecting out what I want to create. I am asking and receiving. I am being the space that I want to exist in this world. And my life really is a magical dance over here of awesomeness without bragging. I'm not trying to brag in any way, shape, or form, but just really understanding that we're all capable of creating that, right? But my body is still like, it sees all of this like, oh, this person's fighting over here and this person's projecting that information over here and this person's making everyone wrong. My body's like, oh, like my body doesn't like it. Especially when I see people that, again, that like I have, you know, been around or I have, you know, proclaimed to be awake and they are just projecting so much wrongness. And I think I went through a period, and I think that this is a normal period for each and every one of us, especially during these last couple of weeks as this has intensified, because this has gotten super intense, hasn't it? As this has intensified, where I kind of went through a period where I was kind of sad at how many people I had around me that I had perceived were awake on some level that are projecting so much wrongness about what's going on right now. And really kind of went to this space of like, it was kind of disheartening to some level. And you know, I'm like, okay, well, it's not mine, it's not my journey. It's, you know, it's theirs. And, you know, maybe they still have contracts to on consciousness that they're upholding. That's a great clearing to do. Let's just do that real quick. Anywhere that you have any contracts to upholding on consciousness. Yeah, all of that, 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 all of that. Let's just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Everything, all of that is. Can we just choose to remove all of that from all of the universes? And can we just choose that now? And revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate, make null and void, 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 make null and void. As a sovereign being in a sovereign body of a free will universe across all time, no time, timelines, realities, realms, fractures, alters, dimensions, parallels in all universes. And let's just vortex that out. Where's all the Renickis commands, booby traps, self-destruct programs, and auto backups in and around these energies of upholding on consciousness? Ooh, everything, all of that is. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Everything, all of that is. Can we just choose to remove all of that from all of the universes? And can we just choose that now? And vaporize, 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 revoke, recant, rescind your claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, non-create, make null and void, 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 make null and void. Let's just pull up all those unconscious energies all around us and everything that we said we would do for them and everything that they said they would do for us. Everything, all of that is. Can we just choose to vaporize, incinerate, dissolve, destroy, non-create, all of that from all of our universes? And can we just choose that now? Revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, non-create, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void across all bodies, dimensions, domains, parallels, fractures, alters, reality, time, no time, space, no space, as a sovereign being in a sovereign body, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void. And all the rights, obligations, responsibilities, and access that you have accepted from these unconscious domains, and all the rights, obligations, responsibilities, and access you gave them from your domains. Can we just choose to vaporize, incinerate, dissolve, destroy, non-create, all of that from all of our universes? And can we just choose that now? Revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, non-create, make null and void, 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 across all bodies, dimensions, domains, parallels, fractures, alters, reality, time, no time, space, no space. As a sovereign being in a sovereign body, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void, make null and void. Let's just let that vortex out for a moment here. And as that vortex is out, we are going to take a quick break. And when we return, we are going to continue. I will talk to you in just a moment.
The Consciousness Playground is a membership community to support you in living a conscious and aware life. Each month, members receive life and reality-changing concepts. It also includes member-only content and a VIP Facebook group to ask questions and connect with like-minded individuals. The Consciousness Playground currently has instant access to over 150 hours of life-changing audios and exclusive programs, with more added each month. Each and every month has a theme and includes audios and live calls around that topic. This playground has audios worth over $1,500 that you can access all at once. Come learn, grow, expand, and create something different in your life today.
Frequency infusion meditations are designed to create expansion of being and awareness of self. Lift and change the vibration of your body, places, and things through sound at frequencyinfusion.com.
And we're back. Thank you for listening. So let's go ahead, as we kind of vortex this energy through, let's go ahead today and let's do a healing. Let's just really do like a receiving, because, you know, one of the things that I'm really aware of is what's going on right now. And what I was kind of talking about before break is, you know, number one, you're not alone, right? You're here with me, and you're here with many others just like me who get the bigger picture here. But one of the things I'm really aware of what's going on right now is this projection of upset. If we have people or friends around us who are really upholding this polarity of right or wrong or good or bad, and really making us feel bad about what's, you know, what we're choosing right now, or you know, not having a reaction, or you know, just really even being present, just because there is so much projection of wrongness. I know that it's really easy to internalize that. So let's go ahead today, and as we're continuing to vortex here, let's go ahead and put out in front of you any reflections of you right now that you feel bad or upset about, or makes you feel like, if you think about something that's happened in the last few days and you feel bad about yourself about that, go ahead and put those reflections of you out in front of you. Let's just let them all load. So we're just going to give your being permission to go ahead and put any places or spaces or reflections or pictures of you that you're feeling bad about or revisiting and feeling bad about. Let's put those all out in front of us. And let's go ahead and pull that pure positive life force energy from behind through the space of each one of those reflections, pictures. Go ahead and pull that through into the space in between and into your body and being and out the other side. Yeah, let's just pull and receive here, pull and receive here, pull and receive here. Understand that what other people are choosing has absolutely, positively nothing to do with you. If other people are making you wrong for something that they're choosing that they feel like you should choose, that's theirs, not yours. Yeah, and anywhere you're connecting into that, anywhere where you're checking in with others still to see what you can choose, everything, all of that is. And all of that, 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 all of that. Can we just choose to remove all of that from all of the universes? And can we just choose that now? And vaporize, 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 vaporize. And we're still pulling and receiving from these reflections of ourself here, these pictures, these old images that we feel bad about or upset about. We're still pulling and receiving and pulling and receiving and pulling and receiving. And just take some nice deep breaths and just really allow yourself to receive from you. You are not alone. And just because you're not feeling enraged about what's going on right now does not make you bad or wrong. Right now is all about keeping our head up. It's all about moving forward. It's all about really about surviving, allowing yourself to feel however you feel about what's going on right now and not judging it as right or wrong or good or bad, just being present with you, acknowledging that it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. We have nothing to fear. We are moving forward into a much bigger paradigm. This little distraction stuff that's underneath is only there to keep us separate. Take some nice deep breaths and pull and receive and pull and receive and pull and receive. And let's go ahead and send you back some gratitude. So let's take some gratitude so we're still pulling and receiving into our body and out the other side, right? But then we're going to take gratitude from so like I like to look at it from like my armpits down, okay? If I put my arms straight out, I'm going to send gratitude. So my right hand is going to send gratitude back, this gratitude energy back to every single reflection of me, every single picture, every single image I have. I'm going to send that gratitude through each one of those, back around, receive it into the left side of my body, and then I'm going to send gratitude from the left side of my body in and through and then back into the right side. So I have these like 2 gratitude circles. So I'm still receiving, pulling and receiving, and out the other side. So I'm just receiving from these old images of me, these old pictures. I'm receiving all of the pain and all of the upset and all of the wrongness that I may have felt about anything that was coming up when we put those out. So no restrictions there. Whatever wrongness paradigms you put out there is fine, okay? And just pull and receive. And then just sending that gratitude back to you, grateful for you. Tell yourself how grateful you are for you. You are amazing and capable and aware. And you are here to make a difference in this world, even if it's just being the space of you. Because the space of you helps this planet evolve. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for you. I'm grateful that you listen to the show. I'm grateful that you're showing up. I'm grateful that you're here with me because we are not alone. Yeah, and let's just take some nice deep breaths. Just really allow us to just really vortex any of that heaviness or any of those projections or expectations on ourselves that really truly are not ours. Now is the time to really get into who we be and allow ourselves to really marinate in the frequency and vibration of who we are and learn to live in the lightness of who we are. A nice deep breath. And let's just let this vortex out for a moment here, giving us more space and more possibility. I am so grateful that you joined me on this call today, and I really would love to invite you into the Consciousness Playground. So many amazing things I have going on in there, so many tools, so many things that you can learn how to be different in this world right this very moment, right? It's time to learn how to exist differently. It's time to learn how to stop getting caught in everybody else's stuff. It's time to learn how to truly show up in this world as who you be. If you would like to join us, you can check out my website, jamie-bates, BATES.com. Also, the Conscious Empath again on Facebook, my private group there. If you're on Facebook, join us. Let's share, get to know my methods, get to know what's going on, see if you would like to contribute in any way, shape, or form. We would love to have you. You are not alone. And if you aren't on Facebook, you can join my email list and get updates. And again, you can still join my membership program. I have lots of people in my membership program right now who actually aren't on Facebook. They do miss out on the Facebook community, but you do not have to be part of the Facebook to be able to email me and interact with me in any way, shape, or form. I'm super excited to really, truly be holding this space for us and holding this space of what's really just like ease and transformation and shifting and changing, understanding that it won't be long, you guys. I know it feels rough right now, but let's just keep moving forward, and this transformation will become very apparent very soon. I am so grateful that you listened to me. If you listened today and you've made it through the whole show, please comment. Let me know what you think of the show. Wherever you're listening to it, doesn't really matter where you're listening to it at. Comment, let me know what you think. Right now the show is on Podbean, iTunes, iHeartRadio. You can find it at expandyourreality.net. You can find it on YouTube. It's all over the place. So wherever you're listening, comment below. Let me know what you think of the show. Share with me some of the things that has helped you transform in your life. I would love to hear. I am super grateful that you joined me today, and I will look forward to connecting to you in the future. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
You have been listening to Expand Your Reality with your host, Jamie Bates. Thank you for listening.